It's Why Not Us podcast. It's your host Ken J, and today in the building, I mean in LA, I know who that over there. Oh, that's Jose with the PH.
Yes.
Joseph, man. What's good, baby? What's good?
Hello, and welcome, beautiful people.
What's going
Welcome.
on, man? How you feeling, man?
I am feeling great. Can't complain. I am blessed. I am here, and I am queer.
Ooh, I love that energy. Yes, yes, I love it. Yes, I love that queer part. Yeah, doesn't it feel good to fully accept yourself, bro?
It does. It feels really, really amazing. One of my friends from high school, every time I would go back home to North Carolina, she would always say, I'm gonna use her exact words. Um, oh God, what does she say? It's always not my purpose. And I said it to myself earlier today, like I can't remember, but it'll come up. It'll come up. But I want to get it exactly right how she says it. And it like I used to always ask myself, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that even mean? And it's not acceptance. It's oh my God, what is oh my God, I can't think of the name of what like how she said it. But Camilla, baby, the words you be saying, it be random, it be, coming to my head, but today it's just not coming. It's not coming.
And guess
Sometimes it
what?
be like that.
And guess what? It's gonna come when it need to come.
That
You know what
part.
I'm saying? It's gonna come when it needs to come.
That
So,
whole part.
how are you feeling mentally?
Mentally, so I was watching the Breakfast Club one day, and Charlemagne said this. I'm somewhere between O and K. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna adopt that when I don't have the verbal capacity to explain like my feeling. Like I'm not in a bad place, but at the same time, like I'm not fully okay and energized. Even though I am far off better than most people. I guess that's a good statement to say, or I'm far most better, far most off better than most of my days. I can say that, um, like I'm somewhere between O and K. Like this morning, I woke up and I was just having all these, thoughts and just wasn't feeling energized, wasn't feeling my authentic. That's what it is, being my authentic self. I wasn't feeling my authentic self this morning, and I just said to myself, I was just like one of my friends, more than a friend, my brother. My brother this morning, he just, he was very supportive of, becoming on this podcast today, and he sent me a little message, and I was just, telling him like, it's interesting that when I am mentally not okay, he always messaged me, or whether it be a text message, whether it be something on the Book of Faces, whether it be via Instagram. He always messaged me when I'm mentally going through and I'm having that power struggle within myself of, am I going to be great today, or am I going to just wallow in my self pity? And here this man come. He be like, hey, I love you. You gonna be awesome today. And I be like, okay, thank you. We chose one. We gonna be awesome today. We not gonna wallow in self pity, because we gotta, pick up the pieces and move forward. Because you can't stay in the gutter too long. Because if you stay there, honey, I don't like to stink, and gutters stink. So but there we go. My mental health, we doing good, but we I don't know if I can go run a marathon right now.
I totally understand that, but I love the way that you're able to articulate yourself. Like, listen, I'm not feeling this way. I'm not feeling that way, but I'm in the middle of O and K, which says a lot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That says a lot. So it's always a pleasure just to be in your presence.
Thank you. Yours
You're an
as well.
amazing human being.
Hmm.
Um, I love you, and I'm
Yes.
just proud of you. I'm just proud of you. I'm proud of your growth.
Thank
I'm
you.
just proud of you. You're just a powerful entity.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? And it's all
Thank you.
about you. And I just want you to know that you are a star. You
Thank you.
are. You
Thank
are.
you.
you are. So that's what it's all about, uplifting one another and being able to pour into one another and being able to just be here for one another, because at the end of the day, this is life, man. Life is what
Absolutely.
you make it. You know what I'm saying? Life is
Absolutely.
what you make it. You can either think negative or think positive. The choice is yours.
Absolutely.
The choice is yours, man. Like,
Absolutely.
the choice is yours. Either you're going to be happy or you're going to be mad today, or what are you going to do? Because at the end of the day, we can't we can't control things outside of us.
That word right there, control. When I tell you, that's a constant struggle for me every day that I wake up, because like my hardest thing is relinquishing control. Because growing
Mm-hmm.
up, everybody in my life used to dictate what was going on in my life, from my siblings, my parents, my grandparents, my aunts and my uncles, teachers,
Mm-hmm.
even people I went to school with. Everybody dictated Joseph's life. So when I got to a place in my life of where, you know what, it's my life. I'm gonna control my life. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I just got to this place where I absorbed so much control because I never had it. And it's it's kind of like a drug, so to speak. And so now that I'm in this place of where I am, living in my car, going to work at a toxic place every day that you don't like I just try to, the things that I can control, I'm trying to hang on to them. And a lot of things keep, every day, I ain't gonna say a lot of things. God keep telling me every day is like, the day you relinquish control and just give it to me and just let me just do what I do, your life gonna be easy. You gonna be sashaying right on down the sidewalk and just ain't caring about a thing. But oh no, Joseph over here like, no, I gotta control this, I gotta control that, and I just be like, it is what it is. Earlier this week on Monday, I had to call you because you was just like a situation. So I'll bring the people up to speed because I had made a post about it, but I just haven't posted it yet due to you know it still being lingering on my mind. But on Monday, this gentleman essentially was driving drunk, and he was at a stoplight and he was holding up traffic. So I went to his car. Pretty much, he had his window cracked, so I was able to go and put his car in park, open his car door. He had a whole can of beer in his hand that was open, and I essentially got him out of the driver's seat, put him over to the passenger side to move his car out of the intersection and move him to a safe place. But part that really bothered me the most is the fact that, like, after I did all that, I told this man to stay where he was, to sober up, because even though I didn't know him from a can of paint, I still cared about this man. I cared about whom he may affect by driving drunk. And this was at 7 o'clock in the morning, specific, PST, Pacific Standard Time, because
We
I was
got
about to all them.
PST.
Yeah, all that. Yes, Pacific Standard Time. There we go. But so it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, sir, you getting wasted like this early in the freaking morning? Like what's your tea? And so, long story short, like by the time I walked from his truck back over to where I had parked my car, he had went in the store, got something to eat and drink, but he came back out and got back into the driver's seat, and it really bothered me because this Negro was not a Negro, but for context, got back in his in the driver's seat and was about to drive away, and it just pissed me off because I was like I wanted to control that situation so bad, but I called you, and because I wanted to call the police, but I was just on the fence about doing that, and yes, I snitched to let the people know that I don't wait. You know what? I'm gonna take that word back. I didn't snitch. I actually did what I needed to do. I called the police to let the police know that there's this person drinking and driving, because at the end of the day, I didn't want none of that on my conscience. That this person went out here and either then had an accident and hurt himself, or either B, had an accident and hurt other people. Like, that would really tear me up. So but I had a conversation with you and you encouraged me to just like do what God has placed on your heart. But more importantly, what you the other piece of advice that you told me was, don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up. You did your part. Let it go. That Monday, like it was hard for me to let it go. It really was. Tuesday morning, I woke up, I was feeling good, but it was still lingering on my brain. And so, like, again, control is something that I am trying my hardest to relinquish. And I just ask God on a daily basis to just help me with relinquishing control, because my Lord is gonna be the death of me one day.
But guess what? It's not. You're gonna be able to figure it out for yourself when you understand how much freedom is in letting it go and
Right.
just being. You feel what I'm saying? All you could do is control you, control Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Waking up in the morning in gratitude. I'm grateful, and you know what I'm saying? You can't control everything around you because,
Absolutely.
man, listen, like I tell people, I'm trying to, well,
There we go.
I want to be just like a river. You see how a river flow? The river just
Mhm.
flow. It don't matter if it's a thunderstorm. It don't matter if it's a hurricane. It don't matter what. It's still gonna flow. It's still going to continue to flow. So we can't worry about the chaos around us or anything like that. All we can focus on is us and being able to just pour into ourselves and understanding how powerful we really are. It really ain't
Absolutely.
got nothing to do with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I used to do, Joseph. Want to control everything. You know what I'm saying? Scared to
Right.
ride the airplane because I don't know what's gonna happen on the airplane. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what that pilot thinking, but once I understood, like, bruh, that's not a way to live life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I got on the airplane. Was I scared? Absolutely. But I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I got over that fear. You know what I'm saying? I started riding the airplane by myself. But we don't have no control over it.
Right.
We don't even have control over if we're gonna live the next 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
So what we can focus on is now. What
Right.
can I do now? Joseph, what can you do now for yourself? Like, what can you do for you?
Right.
You know, what makes Joseph happy?
We're trying to figure that out. That's a daily question that I ask myself. Like you know, I can figure out what makes me happy in like a 2 or 3 hour time span, but like I'm trying to get the whole bigger picture, because as we grow, as we get older, like our like your brain, your capacity of your brain expands and your interests expand, and things that I were interested in my 20s, I'm no longer interested in now that I'm 35. And it's really interesting. So now it's just like loving me, walking in my truth. That's what Camilla used to say, walking in your truth. So now that I'm walking in my truth and loving me and understanding me and accepting me, and just, you know like loving me is the most important thing, because I was taught to not love me. So
Mm.
now that I'm doing all those things, I'm trying to ask myself, like,
Whew.
like what
Mm.
like what do I like? No, not what has people pick for me to like, but
Mm.
what do I like the things I like to do, I have a good friend that she's a Latina, and the other day we were talking about the dating life or whatever, and she was just like, I know you love Matt and men because you love the Latin culture, because she had went to El Salvador and went to Mexico City, and she was like, you would really love it in Mexico City because you like the Latin culture. I love Latin culture because they have culture. Me, primarily because, like, us as Black people, we came from Africa. All of our culture was stripped. So I don't know, like, culturally, any like I want to have like a connection. Being out here in Los Angeles, like the populate, like the language is 50% English and 50% Spanish. I mean, I'm not belittling the other ethnicities that are here, but everywhere you go, everybody's speaking Spanish. And so, but I just want to like culture. I like the fact that Latin people are very much in tune with their culture. Whether you have some people who don't speak Spanish at all, but they're still Latin. They still in tune with their culture. So and I just like the pride that they have. Like even though being gay is not something that they, I don't want to say you know like it's not something that okay, you gay. Like they have the same hang up as Black people do with some families. I know some people who their parents, I don't want to use the word disown, but disown them because they have to be gay. And but then again, like me as a gay Black man, my gym buddies, both two straight men, I just went to church with them. And at church they introducing me to everybody. Like it's so refreshing because they're very much so accepting of me, and everybody that I met at church was so accepting of me. Like the service today was in Spanish. Like I understood. Like they give you a little earpiece because you have a translator, but even without the translator I was still able to understand. And it's like going to a predominantly Spanish speaking church. Oh my God, the Black church could never. Like I was focused on the word. Like the word today was about God giving you the authority to use your gift to bless other people, because it ain't your gift. And if you're not using your gift, God gonna give it to somebody else who gonna use it and take part in it. And so I said all that to say this is that like now learning what I like, I'm starting to step outside of my comfort zone. Stepping outside of my comfort zone, like the Joseph in his 20s would have been like, oh no, I ain't going to church with you because I don't want all eyes on me because I'm the only Black person up in there. And I don't know how it feels and this, that, and third. I walk right on up in there. You listen, me being in there as a Black man whose first language is English, I was what's working for a delicacy, if you will. I mean, after church they serve bread and bread and coffee every Sunday after church. The Black churches could never. I love my Black churches, but baby, y'all feeding me with just a little coffee, a little bread. Jesus took two fishes and 5 loaves of bread and fed a multitude. That's what these people over here doing. That's what, and I love every bit of it because you never like my gym buddies. They don't know my situation. I have yet to tell them my situation. But they don't, I mean, it wasn't my first meal of the day, but they don't know that was my first meal of the day. Same as other people that may go to that church. That could have been their first meal of the day with just a little coffee and a little bread. But I said all that to say this is like the sense of welcoming of going to that church and just allow me to step outside my comfort zone and relinquish my control of trying to be put in this box that society has put me in or my past has put me in. Oh my God, it has allowed me to just expound upon all the possibilities, and I'm so in love with it. Like, I will share something that a lot of people don't know about me. I'm afraid of heights. I'm a whole 6'3" man, and I'm afraid of heights. I'll be going bungee jumping soon.
Let's go. Let's go, Joseph.
A whole bungee jump. And like my gym buddies, I know, right? My gym buddies was just like, let's go bungee jumping. And I was like, I'm okay. And it was just like, look, research this stuff. I researched it. It's a 5-mile hike. It's called the Bridge to Nowhere. And it's literally a bridge to nowhere. It's just a bridge in the middle of these mountains. And I did the research on it. It actually it went somewhere, but now it don't go nowhere. And so long story short, you jump off that bridge, bungee jumping off that bridge. And I am so afraid, but at the same time, I was like, you know what, God, you control it. If me jumping off that bridge is my time to go, then peace out, everybody. At least I can go knowing that I live my life abundantly, and I had a good time, and I was able to experience everything. But yes, I will be going bungee jumping soon. But I'll let y'all know when I do, and hopefully I could be able to post the video of that. Whether I scream, cry, pee on myself, we gonna go bungee jumping.
Man, listen, that's just look at that. You taking chances. Child. That's what it's all about, taking chances. You know what? People are scared of the unknown. I embrace the unknown. You feel me? You just gotta have faith. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about what you could see. It's about what you could feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. just it's about what you feel. You don't see it yet, but baby, the unknown, the unknown
Absolutely.
is the best part that's gonna ever happen. And everything starts with you, your mind. Everything you think about, guess what? You could come out. Listen, this shirt right here, that was a logo. Guess what? It's on the shirt now.
I see. I like
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So it's all about, okay, shoot, the visualize. He made the logo for me, then I put it on the shirt. Guess what? Materialized. Jamaica
Absolutely.
made it for me. You understand what I'm saying? So any thought that you have, guess what? You gonna do it because you want to do it. Whatever you
Absolutely.
want to do in life, you gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that you're going through, every hard time of not being accepted, because we really wasn't accepted, bro. You know what I'm saying? We really wasn't accepted. Like, we really wasn't accepted, and we had to basically adapt to what we had to be in a box, basically. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So we had to be in a box, and every now and again we could jump out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, I'm glad you outside that box, fitting out,
Thank
not
you.
fitting in. So
Yes.
it looks good on you, honey.
Thank you. It's no fun being inside the parallelogram. That's what I be telling people. They be like, a
Mm-hmm.
parallelogram. I'm a little math nerd. Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that you are finding you. I'm glad that you uh, are just understanding who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, like, okay, let me hold myself accountable for A, B, C, and D. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Because you having thoughts with you're having conversations with yourself, bro. Like, man, do I really want to do this, man? Okay, you already know, like, but it's so easy for us to get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? That negativity,
Right.
because it's easy. Staying negative is easy if you're used to it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Looking for a bad outcome is easy because if you're used to it. But what? How
Absolutely.
about if you switch that the thought process? Oh, instead of me thinking negative, I can think positive.
Right.
Oh, instead of me saying this is gonna happen, I could say something about this. Speak life over everything that you want.
Absolutely.
You got
Absolutely.
to. At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
you got to, Joseph.
Absolutely. You know, I was reading I think the end of last week or the beginning of this week, and it like I read something that said that the brain cannot perceive anything negative. It's all about how we say it. And when you say, um, like, so I've been interviewing for a new job because, like I said, my job was toxic. So, one of the things I will use this as an interview thing. Instead of saying that you don't have any experience in, doing this, that, and the third, just say I have yet to be given an opportunity to have to hone in on that experience. And it's just about like you said, like how we say things. You always have to speak things into existence, speak things positive. I was actually, every night when I go to bed, me and my dog, he's at doggy daycare right now. I would pray and I would tell Casman, I'd be like, Casman, we getting up out of this car. We are getting up out of here. This morning we was on I call it a host stroll, but we was on our little host stroll this morning and walking down the street. And I said, Caspian, I said, when we get our apartment, when we get our house, you ain't sleeping with me. You ain't sleeping in the bed because I got to get some sleep. Because this little man be kicking me in my stomach. If he get hot, he'll get away from the covers. If he get cold, he'll wake me up to get back under the covers. I need my sleep. I need my beauty rest. And we just had us a conversation this morning about that. But I said all that to say this is that like me getting out of my car is my number one goal right now. And the thing that I can control is me finding a new job that pays me my worth. Because my current
Mm,
job, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful and thankful to have a job. I'm grateful and thankful that I've been able to work the overtime hours that I've been able to. However, at the end of the day, I can't stay here. I can't stay in a place that's not propelling me forward both personally and professionally. And I am very stagnant at my job. And so I know what one thing I can change is my income and getting another job. Not only that, like being an entrepreneur, like I never would have thought that I would have been an entrepreneur, but at the same time, I don't like working for people. I don't like working for people. I don't like customer service because you get rowdy about it with me. I'm gonna get rowdy about it with you, and you might not like what I got to say because I'm about to read you for whole filth because you're not taking accountability for the BS that you're doing. Today is the Lord's Day, so just know that the curse words won't come out my mouth, but I'm trying to change that as well because you can't. I was reading something. My little, well, it's not little. Let me just say that I was reading my morning inspiration, and it was just saying like you can't read the word of God and speak foul, have foul things come out your mouth. So I'm just trying to, channel and change and things of that nature. But just know I do curse. But moving forward, like I'm starting to realize I'm starting to realize like what I want to do, and working for someone else is a no-go because I feel so constricted at my job. Like I have like I there's so much at my job that I could get done and I could utilize, but everybody is so afraid of the CEO. Because the CEO works in the building, I work for $1 billion company. However, the CEO is just so involved. He doesn't know how to relinquish control, because I'm not sure well, I do know a little bit of his background, but he doesn't know how to relinquish control. He's more into loyalty and things of that nature. Like, yeah, people could be loyal to you, but if you don't treat them right, they go and they take your secrets with them, and then they give it to the highest bidder. However, for me is I don't care nothing about your secrets. I don't care nothing about the highest bidder. I got to go where I'm valued. And I said all that to say this is that like I just want to grow. I just want to control what I can control, and me controlling something is putting these job applications out here so I can go somewhere that will be able to get me out of my current environment. And then I could be able to be the entrepreneur that God has destined me to be. One of my childhood dreams, and I've shared this before on the first interview that we had, was I want to own my own talk show. And if some of you have tuned in already on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, like I've been posting, like I post on my story every day. I talk on my story every day, but I've been starting to post like more videos of me actually speaking about issues and things that just come to my mind. I also have a YouTube channel. It's Jose with the PH. And right now there's not a lot of content out there, but there is some things that has transpired over the last 4 months or so of me just giving my own personal take on things. And but yeah, I went off topic. I don't know where
I was you didn't go off topic. Go ahead. You good. You didn't go off topic though.
Okay, well, no. but I just know that me owning my own talk show one day and like being able to sit on stage and doing what we're doing now is something that the vision that I've always had as a kid. And every day that I wake up, I think about how I can perfect it. One of my shows that I have already in the works, it's called, and I've been taping for it or whatever, and I just have to upload it to YouTube. But I'm so critical and judgmental of myself that I let that 4-letter word drive me sometime or motivate me when I need to just kill it at the head. But it's called Driving Miss LA, where wherever I'm driving to, we're recording it. And, I give my commentary, and some people have had the pleasure of riding with me. Some people have not had the pleasure of riding me, but I give it to the girls on the street. I let them know, girl, come on, get that bumper out the way, honey. Come on. You got one tail light. Go fix that. You over here trying to cut people off in traffic. So that's what I do. And some people that I've been on the phone with talking, they were just like, you are hilarious. Some people have written with me like I'm dead serious. Like I talk to people on the front. People say, you got road rage. No, because I ain't yelling, I ain't screaming. I ain't throwing stuff out the window no more. I ain't giving people the middle finger no more. All that stuff, because the people will shoot you. And I ain't got time for that, especially here in Los Angeles. I ain't got time for that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna coach you on how to drive. I'm gonna coach you. You listen, you in the fast lane, ma'am, and or sir. You need to get over here where the slow people go, like, or can y'all please get in the carpool lane? I'm gonna talk to you. So I have been taping for that, so you will definitely see that on my YouTube channel. So just keep your eyes peeled and wide open because it's gonna be hilarious. And all that good jazz. And I saw somebody, put in the comments, "We are our worst, we are our hardest critics." Absolutely, absolutely. But that had to come from somewhere, and I know where mine comes from. And mine comes from not being told you done a good job or I'm proud of you. There's only two. For me as a black gay man, I've always wanted to hear "I'm proud of you" from my father, and I think I've said this before. And like I've accomplished so many things in my life, but I've never heard a "I'm proud of you" from my dad. The two men that have told me that they're proud of me are both dead and gone, and they played a major part in my life. One happens to be my grandfather, and the other one happens to be Mr. Robert Taylor. And I never had Mr. Taylor as a teacher, um, you know, but he knew who I was. My grandfather had an active role in his life and things of that nature. But every time I saw Mr. Taylor out here in Los Angeles, he would always tell me how proud of me he was. He would just always tell me like "I'm so proud of you." And one day it just brought me to tears because like this man is nobody not in my family at all, and you proud of me. You are truly proud of me. That means, he was telling me stuff that I did that I didn't even think that he noticed. But there are people who are actively in my life that cannot tell me that they're proud of me. And so because I'm my worst critics is because I've always want to hear those words. So um I try to tell people, my staff that works for me at my current job, I try to tell them that I'm grateful for them. I'm thankful for them, that they do a great job. Like I just try to applaud them and give them the accolades that they need, because we need to hear that sometimes. Like even though, it's just somebody that's not related to us or anything like that, like I feel like we as a society, we start to tell people like we're proud of them and things of that nature. Like I feel like the people would just excel a lot more, whether it be in their personal career, their personal life, and things of that nature. Like I just feel like we as a race, we could just excel, but there's just so much negativity and shit out here in the world that we forget to highlight those positives about people. So but yes, we are definitely our worst critics, and I'm definitely trying to change that. I'm trying to tell myself like do what you can, girl. Do what you can. As long as you put your best foot forward, you good to go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with our inner childhood. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like we gotta really have a conversation with our inner person, that little boy inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta tell them, like, I'm proud of you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
proud of you, Joseph.
Thank you.
You, you
You're right. I do gotta tell him I'm proud of him, but at the same time, I gotta get over the fact that I failed him. You get what I'm saying? And I'm with you. I'm with you. Because it's like me. Like ultimately, I have to look at it a different way. Me failing him is not pushing through. Me failing him is wallowing in my self pity, not propelling myself forward. That's me failing him. But I just I dislike the fact that he didn't have anybody in his life to help him when he was at his lowest. And so I think, and that's one of the things that I think about constantly, is the fact that like like the version of me right now didn't do his due diligence to help that little kid. And so it's just trying to I guess I'm trying to forgive me for that, and then just trying to like like how can I take that and move forward? How can I make me a better person? How can I make that little person on the inside of me happy? So yeah.
so 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 you most definitely, the version that you are of yourself right now,
Mm-hmm.
you most definitely have to have a conversation with that little boy in the mirror, because that's the wounded version of yourself. The the
Mm.
the little boy, because it's like you were starving. You were starving, and it's like people don't even understand kids' love languages. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even understand that they neglect that. And so, with that being said, kids grow up looking for love in all the wrong places because of everything that they didn't receive when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? So now you're this amazing human, and you was always an amazing human. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Thank you.
It's not your fault. You was a little boy. You was a little boy, Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
You was a little boy. You're trying to blame yourself. You was a little boy. So the version of yourself now, you talk to that little boy and you say, it's okay. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it starts.
Right.
You talk to that little boy and you encourage that little boy. You tell that little boy, I'm proud of you. Like I had to have a whole conversation with the little girl inside of me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Them telling me to shut. I talk too much and I do this too much, and you know what I'm saying. I was full of life. When I was young, I wanted to talk. I wanted to help people, but it was so many restrictions. I don't do good with rules, Joseph.
That part.
I don't do good with rules, and I do everything in my power to teach my nephew to be your most authentic self at the age of 9. That is nothing wrong with you. Love yourself, add to yourself, stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want my nephew to be a broken king when he gets older. So,
Right.
yeah, you just gotta talk to him. You gotta soothe them. You gotta soothe them. That's all. Hug yourself in the mirror. Hug yourself. Because everything you need is inside of you. Everything you need. You are going to have that talk show. You are going to get out
Absolutely.
your car with Caspian. You are going to get a house. You are going to get that new job.
That parts.
Everything
All
you
them parts.
need, you're going to get everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So the motivation that you're looking for is with you. You got to motivate your own self.
Absolutely.
You gotta love on your own self, because let me tell you, I'm a whole prime example. I wasn't loving myself, but I knew how to love everybody else. I knew how to pour into everybody else, and I was still depleted because all the love I was giving everybody else, I should have been giving it to myself, but I ain't know how to love myself, Joseph. So
That's what
I'm
we at right
here.
now. That's trying to replenish me. Like I'm trying my best to replenish me, and even now, like I still beat myself up as to, oh, you didn't call this person today, you didn't call that person today, you didn't check up on this person, and you know, I love therapy. That's I'm gonna say this. I love therapy. I love everything about therapy. And when I lived in Vegas for that year, I had a therapist out there, and before I left to go to Vegas, I had a therapist out here. And when I moved back, I reconnected with my therapist out here. And one day we were having therapy at the beach, which is really, really cool. You out of four walls, and you are with somebody that you're able to talk to, and just not be in this session of you just sitting in a building or whatever. But anyway, and she said to me, she was just like, have you ever flown on a plane before? And I was just like, absolutely, I love it. She said, okay, when they're going over those instructions, what do they tell you? That if the cabin loses air pressure, please put on your own mask first before you try assisting someone else. And I was just like, okay. She was like, now I'm gonna apply this to your life. You need to focus on you first before you try to pour into other people. Pour into Joseph first. Do what you got to do for you first before you try pouring into other people. They're gonna be okay, because you can't put somebody else's mask on first so they can breathe if you over here out of air. Like how like make that make sense. And so that's one of the things that I consistently have to remind myself on a daily basis. Like, Joseph, put your mask thing on. Go ahead, put your mask thing on. If somebody else can't put their own mask on, that's their fault. That's their problem. That's their issue. That's not your issue right now. Your issue is you need to be able to breathe, because if you can't breathe, this, that, and the third, if you're not moving, you're not shaking, you ain't no good to nobody else, because you at first you got to be good to yourself. So we definitely in that part of replenishing Joseph, replenishing the stuff that I put out. But I just, I have to get over that. I have to get over I feel like that I'm a bad friend, or I feel like I'm a bad son, or I feel like I'm a bad brother because I don't reach out, this, that, and the third. But you know what? When you don't reach out, you start to see who the people that are truly are in your corner. And I have literally been asking God, can my village, can my people, the people that truly love me and care about me, can they just be in my corner? And I am like some people who I haven't talked to in 5-6 years, they have started to just come back into my life and just giving me the most advice. Like this morning, I had a conversation with somebody from college. When I first met her, I nicknamed her Rudy because I felt like she was just rude, but that was not her. That was just her protecting herself. And so, this morning we were just talking about stuff, and how she wanted to not necessarily go back to that person, but channel that Rudy person. And I was like, of course. Like, I love that person, even though, that wasn't the best person for herself at that moment, but I love that person. And so I have to, tell myself too, like, Joseph, you have to be the best version of yourself that you possibly could be. And one of the best versions of myself that I could possibly be is understand the most happiest times of my life. Why was I so happy? Why was I so happy? And it was because I was doing what I wanted to do. I was being Joseph. I couldn't let anybody tell me anything. I've had 11 speeding tickets in my lifetime. Actually, 13 of them bad boys. I had 13 of them bad boys in my lifetime. I only got one ticket here in California. In the almost 10 years I've been here, I only had one speeding ticket here. North Carolina gave me the bulk of them. After I got one, I ain't care. Back doing 80. Paid the lawyer. Honey, can you get this reduced? Thank you, sir. Reduce this. I ain't care. I had ticket money. I really didn't have ticket money, but I had ticket money. Now, now being out here in California, I feel like this. If you get you a speeding ticket in California, you doing something wrong, because these bad boys, it ain't nowhere for them to hide. They ain't got nowhere to hide. It ain't no trees. It ain't nothing to obstruct your vision. That means you just not paying attention. Get off your cell phone. Get off your phone and drive. But I said all that to say this is that I remember like using the analogy of these speeding tickets, like I didn't care. I had somewhere to go. And I need to, like, that same energy, that same drive that I had in my car trying to get from point A to point B. I need to instill that and embody that in myself, and realize, like, those happier times in my life, like, still use that same drive that I had in those times in my life, still use that now. Still use that now to this day, but it's a lot different. It's a lot different now because I have a lot of different factors that are causing me dismay. Like, I'm living in my car, I'm having to get up and go to the gym every day, and have to worry about wondering, oh, is this person judging me because they see that I'm coming in here, I'm coming to this gym, I'm not working out, I'm just coming in here to take a shower. Now don't get it twisted. I do work out. Y'all can't see these titties, but these titties are tittying. People at work and notice my chest. Like my gym buddy, he was like, your arms are getting big. Thank you, sir. Thank you for noticing this. Thank you. I've been putting in work. I was looking in the mirror on Friday morning. I was doing a little workout, and I looked over and I was just like, damn, you got a big ass. But then I'd be looking in the mirror and I'd be like, it's flat. But it's not. I just got hips. I just got all these what the girls trying to do with the BBLs, I already had it. I just need to work on it and boost it up and give it a little lift and do everything naturally. And so I have to that all of that I'm noticing about my body, I just have to apply it to other areas. I have that same energy. I just need to be looking in that mirror and find what I like about me, and not just the physical appearance, but what I like about me mentally. Another thing is I need to start feeding my mind more. Feeding my mind with more positivity. Feeding my mind with stuff that I don't know. Like I love reflection. I love self-reflection of what I need to do to get better. And as long as I continue to just hone in on what I can do to get better, like like the universe is not even the limit. I mean, there's other galaxies out there that, like, the galaxy is the limit, and I don't really think that there is no limit. Like when you say there's a limit, then I feel like you hindering yourself. But there is
We
no
are
limit.
limitless.
And
Ebony, we love you too, sis.
absolutely,
We love you too,
let me tell
sis.
you something. When I tell you she my boo, my whole she be coming in clutch sometimes. Like I can literally tell you, and I'm so thankful she has been in my life since we were like 4 or 5 years old, going to church and this, that, and the third. Like, she has been a person who would just out the blue just text me, "I love you," or out the blue, "You got this," and I just be like, "What?" Like you all the way in DC. How you know what I'm going through over here? But you know what? We have that bond, that those kindred spirits. We have that connection that other people in the world, like, who meant to be in your life. Like Ebony is a sister. We may not be blood related, but she is definitely a sister. She is definitely somebody who's connected to me. Like I remember I went to go to DC one time, and we went out to eat, and the whole time we were eating dinner, she chewed my black ass all the way out. And I was just like, why are you doing this to me right now? You know what I'm saying? Why are you giving it to me? Like, and it was about my family. It was about my relationship with my family. And she was just like, I understand you, but she was advocating for my family. And I was, at that point, I was ready to just, throw it all away. And, but she dug in my ass, and I really do appreciate her for that, because, like, even though we have our ups and our downs with my family, like she definitely allowed me to understand the importance of our family. So I definitely love her. I can't wait to get back to DC so we can cut up. But but I definitely love her.
Cut up, eat.
Yeah.
But man, so listen, when
Yes,
you think about acceptance, what do you think about when you think about the word acceptance? When it comes to you, Joseph?
When it comes to me, that's a great question. When I think about acceptance, I think about unconditional. I like unconditional. We always talk about unconditional love that we get from God, or I've heard people say that their parents love them unconditionally, and I will say this is like, once I learn to love myself unconditionally, then that means that I accepted myself. And what's at the age of 35, and I keep throwing my age in there because people don't think that I am the age that I am, because this skin be popping. But at the age that I am, like, when God sends somebody new in my life that loves me unconditionally, when I tell you, it's so weird, and it catches me off guard, and I'm just like, hold up. Like, my guard come up, like, all these walls, like, okay, what what this person want? I'm so skeptical. Like, okay, like this person gonna come, and it don't even be like that. They just love me unconditionally. So once I realized, like, what unconditional love looked like, I started to love myself unconditionally. And once I started to love myself unconditionally, I was just like, okay, accept myself. I would like I was madly in love with this gentleman who loved me unconditionally, but he didn't love himself unconditionally. And we don't speak no more, or anymore. It just doesn't work that way. And but one of the things that I told myself is that, like, use what this man taught you to love yourself unconditionally, to motivate you. Love yourself the way that you love him. And the moment that I started to focus in on that, and as well as accepting my own peace and creating my own peace, and pushing shit out the way, I started to accept things. Accept the things that you can change, and accept the things that you cannot. That is the serenity prayer. Well, it's longer than that, but those are the points of the serenity prayer. And if you don't know the serenity prayer, go and Google it. But the gist of it is just telling you just to accept things that you can change, and the things that you can't, just leave it be. Just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. And that's a whole fact. And that's what I was thinking about. Actually, the serenity prayers on Baby Wall. So I was thinking about that when we was sitting here talking about when you was talking about relinquishing control, and I also was thinking about something else when you was talking about your boss and relinquishing control. You know, sometimes God put us in situations and places and jobs so we can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it's
Absolutely.
like a self-reflection. Like, okay, sometimes the job that we are in and sometimes the relationship that we're in is a reflection of us for real. But we just don't look
Absolutely.
at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't look at it like that. But once you let go and understand, then go ahead.
No. I'm with you. Cause you just said something. God puts us in a job sometimes to teach us stuff, and it reflects me, and my job definitely reflects me a little bit. So that's why I was just like, you hitting on something. You just the little hamster had got off the damn wheel. You just put his little black ass back on the damn wheel, and he over here thinking. So go ahead, go finish your thought.
Yeah, because it's just like, you know, it's just a reflection of us. You know what I'm saying? It's a reflection of us, just different things that happen, the chaotic, and because that's our brain at times. That's how our brain is. We're over analyzing things. We're overthinking. We're just giving too much to people that we don't need to give nothing to. You know what I'm saying? And once you really understand what it's like to just be free and because sometimes you got to sit in isolation, Joseph.
Absolutely.
And when I say sitting in isolation, I mean sitting still with your thoughts and understanding what's yours and what's not. You feel me? Because it's different thoughts in your head. It's different thoughts in your head. It could be intrusive thoughts, it could be positive thoughts, negative thoughts. It can be all kind of thoughts. But once you understand how powerful thoughts are, you'll start thinking with intentions.
Absolutely.
So
Be
that's
intentional. That is
be
something that
intentional, baby.
I have been getting lately. And when we talked on Monday, you said the exact same thing to me. You was like that I needed to start being intentional, and that is so true. I'm just thankful that I'm just learning, but more importantly, that I'm able to absorb and receive and just like figure out how can I apply all of this like that. Like when I tell you this is setting the tone for this coming week, this is setting the whole tone for this upcoming week. Like y'all ain't ready. The girl's not ready. The girl's not ready. The girl's not ready for what I'm about to give them. They just the girls gonna be ready at work for what I'm about to give them, but they really not gonna be ready. They really gonna hate the girl. They gonna hate the girl when I
But
bust through them doors tomorrow. They gonna hate the girl.
so when you bust through the doors tomorrow, it's gonna be of love and light, positive
Oh,
vibes, positive
absolutely,
energy. That's what it's
absolutely,
on. That's the energy right there. But I'm just telling you,
absolutely.
everything about to work itself out for you. Man, listen, you just gotta have faith the size of a mustard seed. I'm telling you, just have faith the size of a mustard seed. It ain't about what you see. It ain't about what you going through right now.
Absolutely.
It ain't about what you're going through. I'm telling you, bro, you are going to be good. You're going to be
Thank
good, and I'm going to be here clapping. I'm going to be here cheering you on. I'm going to be here just standing beside you saying, yo, you got this.
you.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Because everything you need, you already got.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You a whole beautiful soul, Joseph.
Thank
Like
you.
real talk, you a whole
Thank
light. And bro, whatever I could do to help encourage you, to help you along your way, and you know what I'm saying, you always welcome to call me. It doesn't matter what time it is. I really love you. Like
thank
I
you.
really totally love you. Like because I see it. I see
Thank
you. I see you, man.
you.
I see you.
You know, two things. One thing is Devon Franklin. I follow him on Instagram, and he was speaking about that when you are caught in the midst of your storm, and you feel like just things are just chaotic and they're not going smooth, and it's like you trying to do everything right, but nothing is seeming. He was just like, just know that you're gonna be coming out of that. So just stay still, just hold tight, and things are just gonna work themselves out. So I wanted to put that out there, but at the same time, I wanted to also say this is that, um, like I really do appreciate you. Because a lot of the conversations that we've had, you know, via phone and things of that nature, like you really have just changed my mind, changed my perspective on life, on how I view myself. But more importantly, like you consistently encourages me to be me and to shine, you know, shine bright like a diamond. Come on, Rihanna, and yes. Uh, but you consistently encourage me, and I love it, and you know, because it's not too many people, you know, it's not too many people that will do that. So you know, you continue to be you, and just know that like we celebrating, like we gonna do a live show, child, and we just gonna celebrate. We gonna celebrate. We gonna have us some sparkling cider for the people who don't drink, and for the people who do drink, get you a bottle of wine. We not talk about liquor. We not talk about Mag Dog 2020 because it ain't wine. Um, we talk about, you
But
know.
y'all can drink what y'all want to drink. Most importantly, smoke what
Yes,
you want to
God.
smoke. Be you. I don't care.
Listen, that whole part, that whole listen.
Big
Hallelujah, somebody.
energy.
But I
Big
do appreciate
energy,
you. I
baby.
really do. I really do appreciate you, and just, you know, like I said, continuously to encourage me, and anytime I shoot ideas off of you and things of that nature, like you always give me the pros and the cons of it. But more importantly, you tell me to do what my spirit is leading me to do. And if I continue to hone in on that, everything else is a piece of cake. German chocolate cake, that is, but everything is a piece of cake.
I don't know about that, baby. I don't know. I don't know about the German Shepherd or the German chocolate. I don't know about that, but for real, Joseph. At the end of the day, I know what it's like to just be stuck. Just being stuck and just being stagnant and having all these ideas and understanding that I am really powerful, but I really don't even understand who I am as a person. So understanding people rejecting me and saying no to me, and I'm never getting invited to places, and I don't really have friends like that. And yo, what am I doing with my life, and me comparing myself to everybody else? But
Right.
once I really understood the power that I have inside of me, is only one, Ken J, because that's what
Right.
I'm calling myself, Ken J. You know what I'm saying? The reinvention of Kendra Joyner. So once I really start understanding that all I need is inside of me, and start pursuing what I really want to do in life, man, nobody can't stop me. Nobody
Right.
can't stop me, man. And if I can't, I gotta bring uplift people. I can't look down on no man unless I'm picking them up. Period.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole vibe. That's the whole energy. And it's like, bro, you motivate me to continue being a better person. You motivate me to continue just pressing forward. You motivate me to just be who I am. Like, I love you.
I love you.
And you're not alone, bro. You are
Yes,
not
that
alone.
part.
First of all, I'm proud of you because you in LA, and
Thank
you
you.
wanted to go to LA. Okay, you said you was going to LA. You went to LA. I ain't never been to LA. You heard
She
me?
beautiful.
I'll be
She
over there.
beautiful. Yes.
I'm
Accept you
coming.
with open arms. Come on, girl. Just like
Hey,
this.
I'm
Just as gay as
coming.
I want to be. Come on.
Hey, both of us gay as hell. Let's go. And what they gonna do? Oh, stop
Just
looking.
watch.
Oh,
Just
okay.
watch. That's the
Cause
only
I
thing you
got
can do.
time today. We are not. We're from a small town. You know what I'm saying? But our mind has always been big. We have
Absolutely.
always dreamed big, but sometimes the people in the town didn't dream big. You know what I'm saying? So they were so caught up in, don't do that, 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 don't do that. Sit here, sit here, sit here, sit here, sit here, sit here, sit here. Something wrong with you, something wrong with you. You a demon, you a demon. Something wrong with you, is something wrong with you, is something wrong with that girl. Don't hang with that girl, don't hang with that boy. He a demon, something wrong with him. Pray it out, pray it out, pray it out. The whole time. Do you know how scary that is?
Absolutely.
As a child,
Absolutely.
that shit scary as hell. sitting there thinking like, damn, is something wrong with me? The whole time ain't nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with them fuckers. And I'm not going to excuse my language. I'm not going to excuse my language because I mean that. So I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I will say this is that something that I have realized is not necessarily something wrong with them. It's just that they didn't have anybody to encourage them, and they had people blocking them, people not encouraging them to be their greatest person that they possibly could be. So because they realized that their dreams and their aspirations got cut short, that okay, how can I do this with the next person? So I pledge. This is not a knock to my fraternity at all, but when you continue to go through that process and you cross the burning sands and this, that, and the third, and now you're on the other side, I get to do what was done to me to somebody else. That is crazy to me. I always wanted to, when I was online, I wanted to be the DP. I definitely did. I wanted to be a DP of the next line, so that way I wouldn't do to those gentlemen what was done to me. And I said that to say about the generations that came before us. They're just doing to us what got done to them, opposed to having enough common sense, or listening to their intuition, or listen to that spirit inside of them. Say, you know what? Don't do that bullshit to that person. You see how you felt when somebody stunted your growth. Don't stunt that other person's growth. But see, they won't listen to that. Most people, and I can say, I love Lewisburg to a certain extent. However, people in Lewisburg cared only about image. They only cared about image. And playing sports in North Carolina, in Lewisburg, just in Franklin County in general, they only cared about your talent. They didn't care about you as a complete whole. There are so many people that was athletically talented within Franklin County. Let's get a little bit smaller, within Lewisburg, that the only thing that them coaches cared about is the fact that they can put points on the board and give them recognitions and win them awards and things of that nature. But they didn't care about those person as a whole. Several people who are very talented to this day are still sitting at home in Lewisburg. And that's no knock to them. It's just the mere fact of the matter is that people only honed in on one thing that they were great at. They didn't help uplive or build that complete person up. That's because they probably didn't have that same thing when they were coming along. Yep. But we as people, we have to change the society. Yep. I'm so thankful that you're being a vital part of your nephew's life. Even though I'm, on the East Coast and my nieces and my nephews are I'm on the West Coast, Lord child. And my nieces and my nephews are on the East Coast. Like, when I do talk to them, I try to encourage them. I try to encourage them. I try to lift them up. I try to do as much as I possibly can in the time span that I'm talking to them, speaking to them, this, that, and the third. Like, I try to be the uncle that I wish I had. I'm trying to be the auntie that I wish I had. But I did have some good aunts that did stuff for us and things of that nature, and that build us up. But I'm just trying to be the best for them, because I know that they don't got it. I know where they live currently, and I know that they're gonna need that when they start to get of age, when they get into their teenage years, because those are the years that you start to discover who you are as a person, what you like, what you don't like. Like, they gonna need somebody to help talk them through this. Uncle Jay, I need this, or Uncle Jay, I have questions about this. Uncle Jay, what does gay mean? Uncle Jay, I'm gonna be okay. Come, what you want to talk about? Let's talk. Okay, you need help explaining this. You need help learning this out. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Uncle Jay, I want to do this for my life. Okay, well, let me help you. Okay, what does this plan look like? Let's start a foundation. Let's start a solid foundation. So if at any point you start to build and you get to a point where you can't build no more, at least you have a foundation where you can say, you know what, let's go back down to this foundation and let's start here. But I want to be the uncle that they can pick up the phone, they can call, and they can ask me, because I have experienced life. I have propelled myself forward. I have pushed myself forward to do many things. So I just wanted to just, like I said, congratulate you for being a vital organ or a vital part to your nephew's life. And because I see him out there at the kickboxing class, I want to learn how to box. I want to tell the girls knuckle up. I want to do all of that good stuff because the people out here be trying me.
Mm-hmm.
They let this femininity fool them. Now, only thing I know how to do right now is windmills, but we're gonna switch all of that. So I really do love the fact that you encourage him to go to taekwondo or whatever he's learning how to do, because he gonna need to defend himself one day because somebody gonna try him, and it's always gonna take one good time for them to try him, and they're gonna be like, okay, I ain't trying him no more. Y'all don't go try that boy. Don't try him.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. I want my nephew to be protected. I don't want my nephew to go to school and they feel like they gonna little bow wow him. Because nobody would little bow wow Larry Amir Kareem Joyner, because he will not hold his head down. He would have his head up and he would protect himself at all time. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. And that's how I'm stepping for my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Because many times, and religion, that's another topic. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual individual. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a spiritual individual, and yeah, I'm a spiritual individual. And God is amazing. And once you have your own relationship with God, once you understand that God created you, once you understand, because I don't think people heard me in the back. Once you understand that God created you, He created you, He created me, He created that person over there, He created the trees, and it's nothing wrong with us, period. So, with that being said, Joseph, I want you to come up here every 2 weeks and just have a conversation. Let's just talk, man. This is everything. This is refreshing. This is new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait till you start your talk show. I can't wait till you continue to post your videos on YouTube. Cause people need that. People need that. People need Joseph. Jose with the PH. People need you, Joseph. People need that energy. People need that smile. People need to hear that laughter. You know what I'm saying? People need
it is
to
contagious.
yes, because it made me laugh. That's why we was a little late, but that's our business. But because we's gonna laugh.
Cuts all the way up.
We gonna laugh. We gonna cut up, and it is what it is. So, Joseph, do you have anything you want to say to the people? Any advice you want to give? Or
Absolutely. I'm first and foremost, thank you for having me. Anytime that we get together and we just organically have a conversation about life and about growth and about healing from the traumas of our past, like it's always a pleasure. So I thank you. But more importantly, I think the viewers and the listeners who are taking something from this, I just thank you guys for doing that, and continue to like, share, subscribe to KenJ podcast, because and just continue to do that, continue to put it out there, because you never know who may need to hear this one day. You never know when you may need to hear this again one day on a day that you're not feeling your best, because that's some things that I do, that I'll go back and listen to different podcasts that I've listened to over the years that has kind of helped me move forward through some things. And just like sometimes I'll just listen to other people's podcasts, this, that, and third. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I just want to just thank everybody and just continue to like and subscribe and just share content. Just share. A lot of the times that we get caught up on sharing drama, sharing funny stuff, and sharing this, that, and the third, but we never share much of stuff that's helpful and that's beneficial. And one last point that I want to make.
go ahead.
We as a race, and when I say a race, as Black people, we are caught up on reparations of financial things, but what we need to ask for as our reparations is mental health. Give us free mental health. I don't need no damn money. Can I have mental health? I just want to be able to go to a therapist without having to pay a copay, without having to pay anything, and just be able to sit and talk to somebody. And more importantly, anybody that has never been to a therapist, is skeptical about going to a therapist, this is how you start start and pick a therapist for you. Pick somebody that look like you. If you have insurance, call your insurance healthcare provider and say, look, I want a black woman or I want a black man. Start there. Okay, well, thank you. And then say, you know what? I want somebody who knows about the LGBTQ plus community, or I want to know. I want to speak to somebody who dealt with being raped as a child, or who a who's well versed in people's single parents, or if you grew up in the system where foster care and or a group home situation. I want somebody to be able to help me heal from that. Whatever situation you're going through, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for somebody whose specialty lies in that, because the moment that I did that, I started to speak to people who could help direct and help navigate my life, for me loving me and for me getting out of my life what I need. So I just want you guys to just go get you some therapy. And just because you go to therapy does not mean anything wrong with you. It just means that you just want to be free. You want to be whole. Ain't that what the Bible say? Be whole, be free, and heal. All of that. So yes. So we definitely on a 2-week notice, on a 2-week basis, we can definitely do this. Like I listen, I love it. I just love growing and just talking, because at the end of the day, once we get through healing, so to speak, we're gonna be able to look back on all of this and just be able to key.
Yes, and you are going to be able to write a journal. You know what I'm saying? How Joseph overcame. You're gonna be able to write a book. You're gonna be able to talk about this on your talk show. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna speak life over everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everything that you want, I'm speaking life over. You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying? I'm speaking life over you getting into an apartment. I'm speaking life over you getting
Thank
a
you.
new job. That's the energy I'm coming with. You feel
Thank
me?
you.
Big energy only, big life only. It's nothing but greatness that's about to happen, and it's
Absolutely. That
already
was me shaking my
starting.
titties, by the way.
Huh?
I said that was me shaking my titties, by the
Hey,
way.
you better shake.
Big everything.
Hey, go through. Shake them.
All that. I literally, I love you for that, because so something I ain't tell you about, and I can go ahead and just put it out there. Last week I had a whole interview with a new company, this and the third, and I beat myself up because I felt like I didn't put my best foot forward. But for the mere fact of the matter is that the things that you're speaking to existence right now, something, the spirit is telling me like yes, it's coming. What you're asking for is coming. God is continuously, I'm continuing to ask God for so much, and he's continuing to put it, and it doesn't come in the form that I want it to come in, but he continued to put it. I ask for increase, he increases me in different ways. And most people think like monetarily and this and the third. Like, nope. Like, God, just give me increase, give me favor, give me what you want me to have. And he's continuing to do that. So when you talk about being spiritual, absolutely. Like me going to church, like I go to church because I need to be around like-minded people. And a lot of those people that I go to church with are from other countries. I met a guy today from Argentina. My gym buddy is from
Excuse me.
Nicaragua. Mm-hmm. All these people are in this place searching for something because they are a first time somebody or first time something, and they want a better life. So that's why they at the church that we go to. But anyway, that long story short, I love you. I thank you for all the energy, the positivity that you always send my way, and vice versa. You know, I would like to congratulate you on your weight loss journey, sis. I see you.
I
Like,
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I
I
appreciate it.
see you. You slim down. I see it.
I'm
Just so you
doing a little
know,
thing, you know. What I'm talking
I see you, and I know it was difficult at first. It was very challenging for you at first when you was making those meals, but baby, it's gonna get easier as time go through. The biggest I've ever been was 260, and in a 6-month time period, I went from 260 down to 210. You can do it. You can do it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that confirmation, because baby, it's all about discipline and staying the course and just keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wait to get out of 300, because I will get out of 300. I will get
Absolutely.
out of 300. So most definitely, most definitely gonna get out of 300 pounds. I appreciate that love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Anybody got any questions that's listening right now
Absolutely.
that might want to come on to the podcast and you got a couple things that you want to say, because listen, it's all about love and spreading love and light. And if y'all got anything to say, I love you too, Kenda. I love you too. You better believe that, sis. I love you too. But if y'all got any questions to ask, anything you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we are not on no negative stuff up here. So if you're going to want to say anything negative, block. Okay? So if you have something positive to say that's going to be uplifting, you're more than welcome to share.
Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Hello. So I see it's 5 people looking. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, beautiful souls? What the vibe is, you already know. Me and Joseph will be doing. I love you too, Brandon. We love you too, baby.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, Brandon. Yes. Yes. We love you too, baby. Leo energy. Let's go.
Let me hear you roar, girl.
Hey, big energy. But anybody got anything to say, y'all can say what y'all feel what you say, as long as it's on some positive vibe. You know what I'm saying? Man, Joseph is the prime example of manifestations, man. Manifestations, man. Like, when I tell you, man, 3 months from now, your life is going to be different.
Absolutely. I absolutely 100% agree.
Man, absolutely. I'm telling you, you got to just have the faith and have that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That feeling is powerful. That feeling is overwhelming, but it feels good. You just don't know, but you know, cause God got you.
Absolutely.
If he brought you to it, he can bring you through it.
Absolutely. It's something that you said earlier that I was going to comment was about the unknown. I had a conversation with my line brother earlier this week, and it was about blocking someone that wasn't being mean or negative or anything like that. So, but they were just like, he was just like, well, I think you should block him. And because I told him, I was like God keeps telling me to block this individual. And he was just like, well, I agree, you need to. And I was just like, but I just don't want this person to think that there's any negative or animosity. He was just like, absolutely. He was like, I get where you're coming from, but that ain't the reason why you need to block him. You need to block him because this person needs to know that they don't have access to your life because they fucked up.
Okay, so you're gonna block him, right? When he
got blocked the other day.
Okay, but see, the thing is, you remember also we have we want to please people. You know what I'm saying? Baby, your energy's on a budget.
Definitely on a budget, but and I agree with that. But the point that I was, well, not really the point, but what I was attributing to is that the unknown, we literally had to talk through it, because he's in school right now to be a therapist, and we were talking through it, and he was like, what are you afraid of? He was like, are you afraid of the unknown? Are you afraid of what's out there? He was like, you don't need to be. And I would let fear motivate me. So I just tell anybody that if fear is motivating you in any type of capacity, don't let fear motivate you. Don't let it motivate you. Just walk, go ahead and step out there on faith. I don't like the darkness, primarily because of some of the stuff that I've been through in the dark. But however, the darkness has definitely made things a lot better. And ever since I blocked this individual, I have started to just change the shit that I do. I don't go to my stories and look to see if this man then watch my story. I don't go and see if this man double tapped the picture or anything that excuse me. I don't know where these damn hiccups came from, but they need to take their funky asses. But but I don't do the shit that I used to do, and I blocked him like 3 or 4 days ago. And so like, do I feel good? Do I think about him? Absolutely. But next week this time, I'm not gonna be like, trying to wonder if he trying to look at my stuff. I'm gonna be like, well, child, if I run into him in the streets, I'll run into him in the streets. And if I do, I'm be like, hey, how are you? If he comes to me, did you block me? I absolutely did. Why did you block me? Do you really want to have this conversation? Are you prepared to have this conversation? Because just know, in the midst of us having this conversation, I need you to have some accountability. I need you to have some type of empathy, and I need you to just very well understand. Just have a sense of understanding. Don't come to me asking me these questions just because you want to know. Come to me because you want to get to some resolve. You want to understand why. But so I just said all that to say this is that like the unknown is something that I totally am uneasy about. But the more that I venture out into the unknown, the better life has really truly have been for me, because I've started to just open up this abundance of just, happiness. I feel weights being lifted off my shoulder. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for feeling all of it. But yes, it's just this weight been lifted off my shoulder. So anybody that's struggling in the unknown, just continue to go. If you want to tiptoe, honey, get you a pair of heels and tiptoe. Because I got my pumps on, my long heels, red bottoms, long heels and red bottoms. Step, 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 step.
Hey, the more you go with the flow of life and surrender the outcome to God, and the less you seek constant clarity, the more you will find that fabulous things start to show up in your life.
That whole part.
Like it. The future is unknown, so is your potential. Embrace the unknown is the only certainty. How can you know what you're capable of if you don't embrace the unknown?
All right, ministering a word.
Hey, you've got to embrace what you don't know.
Absolutely.
The greatest friend of the soul is the unknown. That's powerful.
The greatest friend to the soul is the unknown.
Because you don't know.
Okay,
you just going.
Come on, somebody. I need a friend.
Don't be in such a rush to figure everything out. Embrace the unknown and let your life surprise you.
Can we pin that? Can we post that? Can we have that as a reoccurring something on a Sunday where we remind ourselves, because that all of that right there was a word in itself.
Yeah,
and more so for me. Can you put that in a smoke signal, a message in a bottle, baby, and send it on over here? Because that really was a word, and I need to remind myself that on a daily basis. Yes, Kendra. Absolutely, Miss Perry Green, a whole word, girl.
Yes, hold on, I got you, man. Because I'm just, the greatest friend of the soul is the unknown. That's the one you talking about, or the other one that I just read?
Both of them.
All right, got you. Ooh, that okay. Man, people don't understand. Like once you understand the word fear and really understand the definition of fear, God doesn't give you the spirit of fear at all, man. He don't. He really don't. You know what I'm saying? He really don't give you the spirit of fear, man. Like we need to really start dreaming and thinking like we was when we were a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, when we was a kid, we had all these imaginations and stuff. We thought we could do the impossible, and then boom, people that had the same dreams we had, they crush it. So my whole purpose with this platform is this, to be the voice for the voiceless. If you have a story to share, if you just want to have a conversation, without the judgment, without the pointing of the fingers, this is the podcast for you. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to be free and you just want to speak and you just want to laugh, this the podcast for you. It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for one person or a particular group of people. You know what I'm saying? I've been put in a box for so long that I couldn't let my platform be in a box. So I am the niche. It ain't nothing specific. So embrace the unknown. You gotta embrace the unknown, because that's when the best part happens, when you embrace the unknown, man. I'm telling you. So everybody out here, I love everybody that's listening, because I am of love and light, and I operate in gratitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for everybody that listened today. I'm grateful for the energy. I just love y'all, man. Just know that y'all are amazing, and whatever that you want to do in life, you can. You know, age is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Do not focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Everything that you have in front of you, that's what you focus on. And you continue to build and build and build and build and build with what you have. Because we focus on what we don't have. Well, I ain't got $100 million. Focus on that $100 that you do have. Focus on that $100 that you do have. Focus on what you do have. And I promise you, everything will be better. The ladder is greater. The ladder is greater. So the unknown is kind of like the ladder. You know what I'm saying? It's greater, it's greater, it's greater, it's greater, it's greater, it's greater. So anything that you want, speaking life over y'all in the most positive way. And if you're going through something right now, I'm sending healing energy your way. And just know that everything that you need is inside of you. And I'm just letting you know one thing, because a message was downloaded to me today. It was basically saying, don't complain, just adjust.
Ooh.
Don't complain, just adjust. Just adjust.
You know, you've been dropping these gems all week.
Listen, I just listen. Actually, I was asleep, and that was led in my spirit, and I put it up as a post today. So different downloads happen to me, and I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it be my higher self, man. So I love y'all. Continue being great. Continue understand. Just continue to fight, man. Continue to walk. Continue to press. Continue to press, man. Those steps, man. The steps might be a little steep, but when you look back, man, it's a whole way to go. So guess what? You don't give up, because you almost there. You know what I'm saying? You're almost there. So yeah, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes.
One last thing that you told me on Monday was to be grateful. To be grateful for what you do have and what you don't have. So I listen, that to help hone in on your message, to let you know that, well, not just you, but the people listening in podcast land. This like what she's saying is so true, because every since Monday, I have been like I've had moments to where I felt like I was ungrateful. Like I got off work Thursday night and I was pissed. I was on the phone with another friend, and I was like, you know what? I sound like an ungrateful person, because there are people out here who don't have a job. There are people who out here who want to work overtime and can't work overtime. I was like, but I need to be a little bit more grateful. And if you had never told me that on Monday of how to be grateful, like I wouldn't think about the times that I am ungrateful. So just continue to be grateful and be thankful for what you do have, and focus on the things that you have and not for the things that you don't. So I just wanted to just you know, not, she don't need no cosigner because her credit good, but I had to, you know, do a little
I love the energy. Hey, this is the energy I love right here though, Joseph. Like, we got to do this every 2 weeks. It's the energy for me, you know what I'm saying? It's the oneness for me. You know what I'm saying? It's the different perspectives for me. It's the respect for me. It's the big energy for me.
Big all day.
Hey, I feel the talk show energy. Hello, let's go. Y'all already know I ain't rap tight, but man, that's another day.
You rap tight enough. You rap tight enough.
So I enjoyed this.
You wouldn't be able to breathe.
Hey, this was everything. I love this. You know what I'm saying? I love this. I love this. This was amazing. This is amazing. This is a great way to this is a great way to just start a Monday. How Sunday went. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, they ain't gonna be ready for me tomorrow. Who this man?
wait a minute.
Listen, honey,
So
just because it's Sunday, that don't mean I can't look.
hey, you can look. Hey, that's why God gave you those beautiful eyes for it to look, baby.
Thank you.
And blink with them, blink.
Hey, sir.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need to see those videos. Stop playing with them people.
Listen, I'm gonna give y'all something. Y'all just gonna just
yeah, and then
just hold on to your wig and getting your lace fronts
and tell them how they can follow you and stuff, man.
Yes. So I am on most platforms. I am Jose with a PH. I'm not on the Tickety Talk, but I do want to go cross over to the Tickety Talk, aka TikTok. But you can find me at on YouTube at _ Jose with a PH TV.
Hold on, because I'm writing it for you in the comments. Hold on. Say it again. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. Jose with I think it's _ Jose with a PH TV. Let me hold on.
Because we gotta get it right, baby, because they coming. They
get
coming.
It right, get it tight, get it right.
Hey, get it right, get it tight. Hey, get it right, get it tight. Hey, get it right, get it tight.
So funny. Okay.
I love this. This is a great day.
Okay, yes. So it's Jose with a PH TV.
So is it _?
It shouldn't be. How you? Okay, I don't know how to.
Hold on, let me see, Jose.
Y'all know listen. Hold on.
Everybody's joining. How y'all doing? Love and light. I see 6 people looking. I don't know if y'all gonna say, hey, but how y'all doing?
Okay, yes. So it's Joseph, and then the link, the handle is Jose with a PH TV.
All right, all together, right?
All together, no underscores, no any of that.
So Jose with the PH TV, right?
Correct. Correct the moon down.
All right, boom. I got that. All right, so we got YouTube Jose with the PH TV, right? Jose with the PH TV. Then for Facebook is Jose with the PH, right?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Hold on. For the Book of Faces, hold on. Where we at?
Wait a minute.
It's Jose space with a PH Williams.
Okay, so you got to put Williams. Everybody, let me go ahead and let me put update because I don't want people update. Okay, Jose with the PH Williams. Okay, I got you. And this is for Facebook, right?
Yes, for the Book of Faces. And then on Miss Instagram is _ Jose with a PH.
Okay, Jose with a PH or with the PH?
With a PH, the letter A, PH.
Man, I didn't listen. I'm gonna do.
It's okay. It's the spelling is all the same. How do you? Can I write in the comments?
You sure can. Go ahead and write your stuff because I done messed it up. I done put Jose with the PH TV.
Oh no, it's an A.
See that?
Yeah, I don't see how I can write.
I got you. I'm gonna get it correct. So it's JOSEWITHA PH. Okay, and that's for IG. Okay, I did. Okay, so we got that. All right, and then for YouTube people, let's go because I messed that up as well. What's good with y'all? What's good with you, babies? What's good with it? All right, so it's Jose with a PH, right? TV, right?
Correct.
Right, got you. But you also, after we go live and everything, you can go back to the video and you know what I'm saying, you can go check and whatever you need to do with the update if I didn't do it correctly. Because I need to get it right because I want everybody to know Just
And then if you're following us on the on Facebook, I'm tagged at the top, so you can just hit the follow button, or you can click my profile. I'm not private, I don't think.
nope. So anybody got any more questions? Cause I see, it's 6 people watching. You got any more questions? You got any comments? You got anything positive to say? Because like I said, this platform is only for positivity, for healing, for uplifting. So if you have anything positive to say to Joseph today, or if you would like to say anything, leave anything positive, because that's what my platform is about. It's positivity. We don't do any negativity over here. Yes, not over here. Why Not Us podcast broadcasting station? That's not what we do. So we of love and light over here. And yeah, we just walking in our truth over here. Not really caring who's for us, and because we got enough people for us. So
Absolutely.
so as long as we're for ourselves, that's all that it matters. And I hope everybody has an amazing night. If you're going through something right now, you're just arguing with people, and you just need to sit still and just breathe and just understand that it's okay. Like, you just pick and choose your battles. Just because sometimes it ain't even worth to go to war with. You know what I'm saying? So
You better listen when I tell you the Lord just be talking. I watched in the words of my grandma, a video this morning before church, and the matter of fact, Brandon sent it to me. It said that not every action requires a response from you. You don't have to respond to everybody that says something to you. And I understand it's your inner person, like, oh, this person ain't gonna get the best of me. Baby, let them get the best of you, because that's what they think they are, getting the best of you. Go ahead, give it to them. Go ahead, give it to them. So anybody that baby, don't respond to the girls. Don't respond to the I'm speaking from my own self, because sometimes I'll be ready to let the girls have it, because you just ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. But okay, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. So don't respond to like she said, pick and choose your battles. Like growing up, my parents would tell me to pick and choose my battles, and I never knew what that meant. But now, as a 30-something year old, 35 child, I'm gonna say it, as a 35-year-old black gay ass man, I'll be picking and choosing them. I'll be picking and choosing. I'll be like, am I gonna give this girl what she needs today? Am I gonna curse her out? Am I gonna read her for Phil? Because at the end of the day, like, I gotta deal with those consequences. And sometimes those consequences ain't always worth it. I can definitely tell you that, because at my job, the girls be trying to come for me, and at some point, I just had to tell myself, you know what? Let them come. Let them come right on. Come on. Come. You want to come?
yeah,
Come one. Come all.
Because it's just a test, man.
Absolutely.
It's just a test.
And I'll be making 70s on my test. I need to get out there. Right.
You'll get a 70, 72, then 74, 76. But see, it's all about growth. Hey, one day you just don't laugh and say, okay, God, I see what you're doing. Because he'll continue showing you over and over the same thing until you really understand it. And once you understand it, it'll be wisdom for you, baby. And then you'll go to the next test. You know what I'm saying? It's just life. It's just, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
continue being great, yo, for real.
Absolutely.
So we enjoyed y'all today. Y'all know I gotta cause y'all know I got an outro. I got the intro song, got an outro song. So you know the energy, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be what you want to be, you could see what you want to see, and you can go where you want to go. Period. Shout out to 2B for my jingle. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So with that being said, me and Joseph gonna do something, okay? This ain't the last time y'all gonna see us live, me and Joseph, okay? And he's about to post his stuff up on YouTube. Y'all ain't seen he gonna post it. Cause he already got the TV show in his head.
I already got the materials. I just, my biggest challenge is being overly critical, because I'm looking at the minuscule stuff and not looking at the overall big picture and just not, I met this one angel. I'm gonna call him an angel. I'm not gonna call him a gentleman because he definitely blessed my life. He just said, just put it out there. He was like, don't get caught up on it. Just put it out there. And so it's coming. It's coming. And when it comes, just hold on. Like I said, hold on to your wigs. Hold on to your wigs because you might not be able to take it. And take that how you want it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it right there, man. Man, you gotta always choose you too, y'all. Choose yourself, and that's what it is too. Man, I appreciate you, sis. Man, I'm just gonna continue to keep going, continue to go. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. That's the best way to be. Just having a positive place to just be your true self. That's what it's all about, man. We missing that in life, man. So yeah, y'all tell the people if y'all want to be on the platform, y'all could be up here and let the people know who y'all are. So it is, it's a whole vibe for sure. But once again, Joseph, I appreciate you for coming to the platform.
Thank you, bro.
Like I said, he'll be back. We'll be back. Tomorrow morning is Empowerment Mondays with Khalees Bird Taylor. We'll be on tomorrow live at 10 o'clock. We'll be on at 10 o'clock. So check us out tomorrow. So peace and blessings.
10 p.m.
10 a.m. My bad. 10 a.m. your time.
See what you wanna see. Go where you wanna go. Oh. Why not? Why not us? Why not us? Why not? Why not us with Ken J? Why Not Us podcast with Ken J.
I love it. I like it.